Hi, you guys. Just thought I'd give a little update on how things are going. Oh, it has been really hard. I don't think I really have any tears left, honestly. Um, so this week in particular has been the hardest. Next to my baby's growing, I am now tomorrow will mark 13 weeks pregnant. Oh my gosh, and I have just been so fatigued. For a while there, I was more energized. I was able to do things. I wasn't uh so weak all the time. Um, and it makes it harder too because I'm like working now. I work a full time job, 5 days a week. Although we've been pulling a lot of overtime. It's like overtime that. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. This too. I just can't. Oh, I just can't stop yawning. Um, it's been like mandated overtime, so like I can't not take the overtime, which is stupid. But anyway, so it's been hard. I've been really, 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 really tired. Um, really weak, really emotional. I've actually been having a big issue, especially this week. Like in particular, again, this week has just been rough. I'm so glad it's over. Well, it's Friday, so it's pretty much over. Um, I don't even remember what I was saying. Crap. Oh yeah, this week. Um, I've been having like major issues with my like depression. It has come full swing right on back. It's weird, and I'm gonna sound really ignorant, but I did not know that I didn't realize people could really experience depression when they're pregnant because like to me, like when you're pregnant it's like yay. Um and people are joyful and happy all the time, but that doesn't matter to depression. Um so and it's got nothing to do about like any I don't have any resentment. I still love my child, I always will. Um but like for me personally, that's how I've been feeling lately. It's just very depressed. Um Issues with sleeping. I have really bad insomnia. I've been eating pretty good, doing my very best anyway. My job, I'm telling you, oh, oh, like today's Friday. I was supposed to be at work today, but I called off because I could not even. Yesterday, I was going to call off and I decided not to, and that was a huge mistake because like I went into work and it was so hot. So I work in a warehouse with no air conditioning. The high was like 100 degrees yesterday. I'm like, what the hell? It's September. What is going on? So it was really hot and I was feeling bad already, and it just like made it worse. It felt like I was like overheating, and I just didn't feel well, and it made it worse because people were like, oh my gosh, you look terrible, you look terrible, you look so tired, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, you like your comments aren't helping me at all. Like I already know that I'm tired. I know that I look like shit. You don't have to remind me like every hour, every 45 minutes that I look terrible. Like, oh my gosh. So that kind of like really bothered me because I feel like I've been kind of having an issue like with, I know it's gonna sound stupid, but kind of with like how I look, I guess. And again, I know that's ridiculous because for the longest time, I usually I don't give a crap like what I look like, but like when I have a bunch of people making comments, oh you look terrible, you look terrible, you look terrible, you look tired, you look so sick, it just doesn't make me feel any better about myself. And then, like, I had guilt too because I went into work anyway and I felt horrible and I was so hot and I felt really bad, like, about putting my body through that, and because I'm putting my baby through it too. So I felt really bad and just really emotional and just been really rough. So I called off today. I don't even care that because I'm gonna get like a tardy basically from my agency, but I really don't care because like my health and the health of my baby is like what matters to me right now. And like it's just it's a job. Like a job doesn't really care about you. Like you're just a number to them. So I'm very stubborn too. That's another reason why I went into work yesterday, because I am stubborn. I don't typically call off work. I really don't. But I'm trying to think about not even just for myself, but for my baby. So, and like, I'm really starting to feel the changes, like in my body itself, like in my chest, and like, so I feel really tight, like right there. It's like, I don't know, like where my upper abs would be, upper abs. Everything feels really smushed because obviously my body is making room for a baby. So everything is like, I guess, kind of like coming up. So it's really, really tight and really, really tender right there. And I went to sit down, and you know that feeling you get when you go to sit down on something that's lower than what you think, and you kind of like catch yourself? Like you're like falling. Like I did that yesterday, and oh, it doesn't hurt anymore, but it like really, because I strained these muscles here to kind of like catch myself. Oh man, that hurts so bad. And I'm just like, man, what the hell am I doing? Just being, I feel like I've been irresponsible and I need to be better. I've just been like so depressed. And I'm not like, like, I haven't really had any tears. I'm just like really, really sad and just, I don't know. I kind of explained to you the reasons why. Even though there isn't really like a reason. I was really, really happy for the longest time, and then there's just like, just kind of spiraled. This whole week was just a spiral mess. I feel, oh yeah, the other thing, like, I feel like a huge burden at work because there's a lot of things like I will not do because I don't feel comfortable doing anymore, which involves lifting pretty heavy boxes or heavy things. I'm just not comfortable doing that. So I always have to ask for help, which again, I'm stubborn and I don't want to, but I've been doing it. And I feel like a burden. Most of the time, they don't, like the person who always helps me out, he doesn't care. He says I don't need to be lifting things, so he's happy to help, which kind of makes me feel better, but still, I still feel like shit. I don't like doing that. I don't like having other people doing my heavy work, if that makes sense. So it's been a weird adjustment. I've had to change a lot of things in my life. I've had to change, like, as a person and different areas and aspects of my own life. I've had zero sex drive. Zero. I've there's just a lot of things. There's a lot of things. I can't even think. Like, my memory has also been, like, kapooting. Well, that's my depressing update. So, yeah. If you're pregnant and you're struggling with depression during your pregnancy, you're not alone. I am going through that. I'm really hoping it kind of stops. I'm sure it will. But I'm gonna get some rest today and like do my own thing. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!